Welcome in, my beautiful friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful and excited to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Now, this is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It's also timeless. So whenever you are stumbling into the sacred space is when your soul is meant to receive this message. So let's first call in spirit. I wanted to actually, because we have the blood moon lunar eclipse, I wanted to do a manifestation ritual with you. Any kind of full moons, especially this rare one, this blood moon, it's not something that happens all the time and it's incredibly powerful. So you can pause this video if you wanted to take part in this manifestation ritual, or we can all use my candle here. So we're going to set an intention to release and let go of what no longer serves us and open ourselves up to what we're meant to receive at this time. The blessings, the magic, the opportunities, whatever it is coming in for us now through this blood lunar eclipse. So I'm going to light that intention into this candle. I also want you to think of a personal intention, something that you would like to call in, and visualize it in your mind as I'm lighting this candle. And we want to look into the flame of the candle. This is how I do it. Oh my goodness. And as you're doing this, you want to transfer that energy into this flame. And this flame is actually sending this desire, this intention out into the universe. So make sure it's not too close to your eyes. It's actually blinding me. So let's go ahead, set that intention. Once I've done that, I'm going to set this right in front of Saraswati here. And you want to just allow this intention, this manifestation to float out into the universe without any expectations, without any strings attached to it, without limiting it or putting any kind of time constraints on it. I also want you to take some sort of an action, show up every single day within this energy. You have to become the energy that you're trying to create. So how are you showing up in your world, and what is it that you're doing? Because this doing is what's going to unfold this manifestation. Okay, so what I wanted to do now is pull some tarot cards. I went into morning meditation today, and these are the card decks that Spirit called me to use in your reading today. And they were strongly encouraging me to use the sacred woundings today because there is a major release that is happening with this blood lunar eclipse. It is going to go deep down into the depths of our subconscious, of our soul. The things that don't belong within us, they're now surfacing so we can take a look at them to see how we can manage them or work with them or heal them. So I'm going to pull 3 soul woundings, and you do whatever it is you need to with them, especially if you resonate with them. So the first one here is the wound of the hollow gaze. So the wound of the hollow gaze is surfacing, so appearing present while emotionally gone. This wound forms when you learn to stay physically present while emotionally checking out. You may smile, nod, or keep up the motions, but inside you're distant or numb. It can leave you feeling invisible even to yourself, unsure how to truly come back into your body and heart. How many of you are feeling this wound? You might be seeing this being reflected back to you because this blood lunar eclipse is going to reflect to us what we need to know within ourselves. Okay, it might not make sense right away, but you're going to get the gist of this. Okay, so you're going to feel the motions of the emotions coming up. And don't be too hard on yourself when you do feel them. You want to work with these, sit with them, or just acknowledge that they're there and feel through them. So that is the wound of the hollow gaze. The wound of the starved masculine. The wound of the starved masculine. So strength disconnected from tenderness. This wound forms when your power is modeled without compassion and strength is stripped of softness. You learn to equate masculinity with control, suppression, or hardness, leaving no room for vulnerability. It can leave you feeling rigid, emotionally distant, or afraid that tenderness will make you weak. So this is where they really want you to open your heart, open your mind, and invite tenderness, love into your life. It is not harmful to you. It is not something that is scary. So you want to open yourself up and allow this to come through. Okay, so The third one here is the wound of the sanctified ruin. The wound of the sanctified ruin. A holy collapse. What broke wasn't meant to. So let me read that again. A holy collapse. What broke was meant to. This wound arises when everything familiar shatters. These are roles, beliefs, identity you once cling to. You become masterful at functioning inside the wreckage. It can leave you tender, hypervigilant, and unsure what parts of you are safe to rebuild. But in time, you begin to sense the holiness in what survived. All right, so the wound of the sanctified ruin. So how many of you are feeling these wounds, these emotions, these feelings, these trauma coming up? This is this blood moon lunar eclipse. It is here to make a difference. It means business. It's not messing around here with us. It's actually working with us, working on what we need to work on. Okay, so we're going to pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through. All right, so we are getting here 2 of Swords. They want you to put down the masks and they want you to step into your authenticity, to reconnect with yourself. Some of you are going to find yourselves at a crossroads and they want you to choose yourself here. Don't choose anything else but yourself. Choose you. What is important to you? What makes you feel at peace and at love and at abundance? That is what you want to choose, not what someone else wants for you. So 2 of Swords here. We have the 9 of Wands. There's a long journey here. I know you're tired. I feel there's a lot of weight on you. These emotions, they don't help, right? And these masks that we have to wear when we go through some of these experiences that create these wounds, it's not easy. But you're coming to a place of completion with this. What this moon is doing, this eclipse is doing, is stripping away these pains, these hurts, these things that you've been carrying for a long time. And it's now time to free yourself up. There's something new coming in, something that you are deserving and worthy of. And they want you to believe in this. You've been feeling it. You've been sensing it. You know something is about to happen here. So this is where you take that leap of faith by believing and having faith in the process of whatever is happening in your life. And 7 of Wands, you want to protect your energy at this time, especially from energies that are taking you away from yourself, that are invading your space, that don't make you feel good. It is time to keep those at bay, to have some sort of healthy boundaries up as you're moving through this lunar eclipse. It's a total lunar eclipse, and I feel it's going to, show up on 60% of the world, I believe. I could be wrong. You can correct me if I am. And I think it's going to last for a certain amount of seconds, which is really long from what I read, right? So this is a rare occurrence. This is something that doesn't happen every single day. It's a once in a lifetime experience that is coming in for us. A blood moon lunar eclipse, and it's already looking red, right? It's already looking red. So there is something big happening. There's a major release, stripping away of energies that you have outgrown, that no longer serve your higher purpose. You need to protect yourself now, right? And keep yourself in a place where you're centered. You're not allowing energies that are not in alignment with you into your energetic space. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. I love it when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. And I have readings out for you every single day, brand new readings. I film every day for you, new messages. It's because Spirit is really wanting to communicate with you, and I've just been called to do this, to bring messages to you. So make sure you're checking out my channel. I've got collective readings every day. I've got your individual readings every week, twice a week, so check them out. Before I begin here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading is not resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. So what's happening here is an activation is taking place. Spirit is clearing the way, clearing the inside of you to open up room, activate you to receive all the blessings and everything that you are in alignment with Right now, everything is surrounding you. The blessings, the opportunities, they're already there. And you're finding yourselves at a crossroads. I feel someone out there is having a difficult time right now. Maybe there is something that you're dealing with and it feels heavy. Maybe it's been a while that you've been dealing with this. And you've been at this crossroads many times. And maybe you haven't made a decision around it. It's been kind of sitting there in the back of your mind. And I feel now is the time where you have to make this decision. You have to come to this place where you have to choose a path. You have to walk down some sort of a road that I feel someone here is saying you have no choice but to do this. Or it's a choice between your happiness and someone else's happiness. Or something to do with something that feels like it's out of your control. You know, what I like to do when I make decisions here, and this is what Spirit is showing me, there's a lot of different paths that you can take here. Each path, it doesn't matter what path you take, it is going to be the right path for you in that moment. All of these paths lead to the same place. They're just different experiences that you're going to go through. Sometimes I've made choices where when I make that choice and I move through it, I'm like, oh no, I think I made the wrong choice. But I'm like, wait a minute. Just because I'm facing a challenge right away after making a choice doesn't mean it's the wrong choice. It just means I'm meant to face whatever this is and move through it because I'm meant to grow and learn at that point. So I allow myself to look at challenges as growth opportunities, and that takes time to actually shift your mindset into that. So allow yourself that adjustment period to get used to new energies or ways of thinking or ways of making decisions. And they want you to make intentional decisions here, intentional decisions, because right now, some of you are wearing masks. You're not really yourself. You have to be someone else around different people. You're like a different person around this person, a different person here, a different person at work. I feel this is natural. We all do this. I have a online persona. I also have my natural self at home, right? So, you know, these are sun, moon, rising signs. I feel like this is my belief is when I'm out and about, I'm within my sun sign. When I'm at home, I'm within my moon sign. So I'm getting all of the signs coming up. Make sure you're checking out all your, you know, signs in your birth charts. And there are individual readings up. Make sure you're checking those out, especially for this lunar eclipse, everyone. I feel this is a turning point for many of us in our lives, this point in time, a major turning point. And this lunar eclipse is going to reflect to us in a different way because it's a red color. It's a different shade that's coming in. So we're going to see things a bit differently. And I'm getting uncharted territory. Some of you are going to be treading along uncharted territory. Don't be afraid here. You know, Spirit is letting you know they know you're tired. Make sure you're resting your body. Make sure you're resting your mind, especially your mind here, because there's been a lot that's been going on here. I'm seeing a lot of overthinking, a lot of stories, a lot of things from the past. Some of you are living in your past, like repeating stories or desiring to recreate something that happened in the past, or like stuck in an energy. So what I'm getting here is a lot of pain and hurt. And what this lunar eclipse is encouraging us to do and opening us up to is speaking the love language of authenticity, our own authenticity. And I feel this is your natural love language for the collective here today. Authenticity means something to you, that truth. It is huge. So I feel there's a truth here within the Two of Swords, this crossroads, that you are meant to face and move through and align with the truth of who you are, your authenticity. What is true for you in this decision? You know, what is bringing you to this place of peace? They're saying that you've had enough now. And it's okay to step into this version of yourself, not to be afraid to do that. You know, you're tired. Make sure you're resting, pausing, you know, whether it's you watching a movie, you know, soaking in a bath, going on vacation, like whatever it is that you're doing, make sure you're resting your mind, body, and soul, especially your mind. I feel your mind has been very busy, especially around this crossroads. So give that mind a break. Meditation, breathing exercises, you definitely want to do that. And you're taking power into your own hands. I feel someone has made a decision recently that you're going to take the masks off, the layers off, the armor off, the guards off. You're going to take down the fence. You're going to be open and you're going to allow yourself to receive what it is that spirit is sending your way, because it's about time this happened. I'm telling you, this lunar eclipse is unlike any other eclipse you have experienced in your life. And just this year, 2025 has been such a big year for us. And this lunar eclipse marks that turning point, that change that you have been seeking but afraid to make. It's happening now. And you're tired. I'm just getting a lot of exhaustion here. Make sure you're resting. I feel your sleep has been affected. I'm seeing a lot of stress, a lot of different kinds of emotions. You've been putting your energy out there. Like, you've been working really hard, putting effort into the things and the areas, the relationships that matter to you. And sometimes what happens, and where we're giving so much and not resting and giving ourselves that same kind of love, we are depleted. And, you know, sometimes we find ourselves in a position where we don't get that love back, that kind of energy reciprocated. That can leave us in a place where we don't feel good about ourselves. And, you know, we wear these many masks with the energies that we're giving, that we lose track of ourselves and lose ourselves completely. And I feel some of you are at this point where you're meant to reclaim your energy, right? So there's a major letting go of energies outside of you. These are relationships. These are areas of your life that are draining you. Energy vampires are definitely coming up. And, you know, maybe you've been watching stuff that has to do with vampires. What is that show? It's a TV show. It's kind of comical. It's about these vampires that are living a regular life. And I think the main actor's name is something Barry. And Barry is coming up. So I don't know what that show is called. You can share with me. I'm really bad with names of movies and TV shows, as you all know. So you're going to have to share with me what these vampire movies are that you're watching, or TV series, right? And you're going to be rewarded here. They want you to put the stress down and put the weight down. Allow yourself to be free and allow yourself to enjoy what you're creating. You know, give yourself some credit for how far you've come. You've done a lot. You've been through a lot. These are all your strengths. You know, around a life change, especially in my own life, when I have a big change coming in, I'm exhausted. I know I am. And I know that whatever experience I'm having, that's not the experience I'm meant to be in, or I'm elevating from it. Like, there's something moving forward from what I'm already experiencing. Here, you have reached a point where now it's time to make that shift. You have outgrown the experience you're in. You know this because you've been sensing this within yourself. So there's no point fighting it anymore. Right? So if you have, you know, this might not be your energy, it might be somebody around you. And perhaps you're supporting somebody and it's been a long journey of support. Someone that might have some sort of health issue, dealing with your physical body, right? An injury, or, you know, something to do with a family member. It's tough. Sometimes life isn't fair, right? And I feel for those of us that are coming into a life experience that feels extremely tough, this is not your first incarnation. You've been here many times. You've experienced a lot. And the fact that you're going through these is because you're able to move through them. You have the wisdom and the guidance you need in order to get through it. And there's a purpose that you serve by going through all of these that you're going to understand once you've moved through them. Each one represents something in your life. It's a cycle that you move through. There's a lot of knowledge and wisdom that you acquire, and a lot of strength that is a part of your purpose and your path. Some of you are already at a point where you understand what all of that is and why you're here, right? So this is what is being illuminated in your life. There's this deep connection to yourself, this light that wants to come through and express itself. But it can't if you're tired and depleted. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, getting to the bottom of whatever it is that's going on in your life right now, you know, tending to those practical matters, tending to your health and your healing, right? You have to make sure that you're doing that first. You come first. Okay, you matter. And Spirit wants you to know that you are not broken. This has been a message that's been coming through my readings recently. You are not broken, my friends. You have come this far. You are actually incredibly strong. What hasn't broken you has made you stronger. And that in itself is a sign there's a purpose and a reason why you're here. So as you're moving through this energy, make sure you have some healthy boundaries up and you're protecting your energetic space. your sanctuary, your peace, right? The love that you have within yourself. They don't want you to close yourself off. They don't want you to be guarded right now. They want you to stay open. Be discerning though, because there are energies that drain you, that are energy vampires, that will suck the life out of you. Okay, so be mindful of these. Keep them at bay. It doesn't mean you have to completely disconnect from people. It just means that, limit the amount of energy you're giving there. And be very grounded in the way that you're showing up within your experience, staying true to yourself and speaking your truth. This is really important for you. Like, you have to actually show up within your life experience as this version of yourself. When I'm standing my ground, especially keeping my healthy boundaries up when someone's trying to test me or overstep those boundaries, I have to stand strong in love. I always make sure that I have love at the core, very lovingly let them know that they're stepping over a boundary and I'm not going to tolerate it. And there are consequences for that. I have those consequences set. And I'm very stern with this, right? It's just, that's how it is. Otherwise it isn't, right? So you want to make sure that you are standing your ground, your truth, but in the vibration and frequency of love. You are going to be tested. This energy does test us. Everyone is going through it. It's not you, it's not them, it's the energy in the air. Okay, so you're going to find that people are acting different or strange, which is making you feel a certain way. It's not about being in a place of fear or stress or anxiety. Everyone is living their own journey. You are not responsible for someone else's soul and the journey that they're on. Yes, you can come in as guidance, as support, but sometimes people are meant to go through their own journeys and learn their own lessons. You're not meant to be a savior, right? Sometimes we have that savior shadow within us, and we want to save our children. We want to save someone from having to go through a situation that we know all too well. And then we jump in to protect them, but you're actually disabling them by doing this, right? They're meant to learn these lessons. They're meant to go through their own experience, and you can love from a distance. You can love from afar. So they want you to protect your peace at this time. It doesn't mean that you're disconnecting from someone. Again, you can give your support and love, but the drama, I'm getting a lot of drama here. So I feel someone's building a guard, and it's not even a guard. It's like you're building a fence to keep the drama out. You don't need that drama in your life. Some of you have done a really good job of keeping that drama in your life, and you're going to have to share with us what you have implemented in your life and what works for you. So the rest of us that are trying to create these boundaries can maybe try some of these, right? I remember when I first started to put my healthy boundaries up and say no to people, that was really difficult. Even to this day, I find it difficult to keep my boundaries reinforced. People will always try to step over them, especially those people that are the energy vampires, right? They will test and they will try because they're used to it. Other people do it for them. So until they learn their lessons and move through that, we protect ourselves from that energy. So the word lunatics is coming in. You know how Luna, the energy, lunatics, it's just emotions reacting. It's a ping pong kind of an energy that's moving around right now. So that ping pong is reactive energy. It bounces around from one person to another. Don't allow other people's reactions to interfere with how you are moving through your life. Don't let other people bother you. Allow yourself to set an intention. So around these lunar eclipses, I always set intentions. I do it for 2 weeks before the lunar eclipse and 2 weeks after. This is how potent this energy is. And it expands out further than that. So we're going to feel it, especially after it's over, right? It sets off an energy. It's not something that happens instantly. It is something that moves through gradually. So you're going to feel things, which you already are. You're going to sense. Your intuition is going to be heightened. Some of you are especially having dreams, a lot of vivid dreams, nightmares. There's like a purging energy that is happening, nervousness, anxiousness. You're going to feel these things. Allow yourself to feel them. Ground and center yourself when you're moving through it to control this, because this is actually a gift that you have, that you're meant to work with and manage and learn to wield. Okay? You're a healer. Your healing powers are being activated here. And it's because you have firsthand moved through some of these sacred woundings that you know what someone else has experienced, you know what they're going through because you also been through it. So you can come in as that support to talk through it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And Spirit is saying divine intervention is also working its way through, and karmic energy is at play. So what I'm going to do now is pull a spirit animal card that is walking beside you as support, bringing you guidance. Now, some of you might already be seeing this animal. So let's see what it is that's coming through for you. So we are getting wolf spirit. How appropriate with a full moon energy, right? This is the blood moon total lunar eclipse that is happening. So the wolf is coming forward. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Turn knowledge into wisdom. So 67 is a number on this card. Perhaps you're seeing this number around. We've got the number 2, 9, and 7 in these cards as well. So some of you might be seeing these numbers somewhere in your life. And again, these are light code frequencies that are connecting you to this message, to this reading, to this activation. So the oracle message here is wolf spirit leads you deep into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow, asking you to take all you have learned and all you are learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it all into your body, mind, and spirit? Whatever lessons you learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experiencing it into magic. You are the one you have been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. The appearance of wolf spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are truly in alignment with your destiny. I feel called to read the protection message for you as well. So what is unknown is still yet to be discovered. When wolf spirit appears, you are being told not to pretend you know something when you don't. You won't impress anyone with a little bit of knowledge. In fact, you rob yourself of a true experience and education if you tell yourself you are not if you are done learning, or you don't have to know something. Be open, be humble, be teachable, and the world will open itself up for you like magic. Now is the time to look into the world with reverence and awe and insatiable curiosity. You will never grow old if you are willing to keep learning. Wolf spirit is waiting to be your mystical, loving guide. So look at that. Have any of you seen a wolf? I'm getting a last name, Wolf, coming through. I'm also getting John and Mike. I'm hearing John or Mike coming through. And what else is this? Margaret. Karen. So I'm getting also Heather. They're showing me names right now. There's a lot of names that are floating. I can't read some of them because they're far in the background. And then there's some that are flowing forward. I'm also getting Jennifer. I'm getting Stephen and Michael. Colette is coming through as well. And they're going to keep throwing names at me here, everyone. Yeah, there's a lot of us here in this community, in this collective today. The energy is rising. This is what's happening, and they're clearing the path. They're clearing us within ourselves, and they're asking us to come home to ourselves. Okay, so let's pull a angel number and seal this reading today. So we are getting for you, my friends, earth angels. Look at that, 777. We are all earth angels. We are surrounded by earth angels. So if you're seeing this number, you are angels on assignment, and you're going to witness and actually see the presence of angels on assignment around you. Spirituality is a big thing in your life right now. Spirituality. Service, you're meant to be of service, working with others at this time. So make sure you are open and working with others. And there's a perspective shift. There is an expansion within your perspective that is happening as well. So you're going to see things through that knowledge, right? Turning knowledge into wisdom. It is you taking the information and the experiences you're having, percolating, allowing them to alchemize, and then opening your eyes to allow that energy to reveal to you what it is that you need to see. Remember that this lunar eclipse is acting like a mirror, reflecting to you what you need to know, and everything that you're going through is knowledge. It is something that you're learning and growing through. Okay, so this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. I wanted to officially announce that I've launched another channel. It is called The Sacred Oracles. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. It's something that's been sitting within me for a long time, and now it's finally taken shape. And I've got my first video up already, a reading for you and a welcome video. So make sure you go check that out. It is an opportunity for me to express my creativity through different divination tools to bring you more messages. So yeah, go check that out on the other channel. And thank you again so much for your love and support here, everyone. Until the next time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.